What is up, everyone? My name is Mr. J, and today I am bringing you another Digi match. We are continuing the series of Black Royal Knights. Again, after 3 videos or matches with Black Royal Knights, I will do the deck profile and pretty much analyze the strengths and weaknesses of the deck. I'm playing against George. He's playing his red hybrids today. So he plays a Flamemon and hits the Agunimon, and he's going to send the Atomic Blaster and the red memory boost to the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to go ahead, hatch my egg, go into Toy Agumon, the one that lets you draw one, and then I will play Izzy for 4, and it is an Omnimon, so it's going to stay a 4 cost. And I believe here I'm going to put the Dark Tyranno on the top because that I'm basically missing the champion. So I'm going to go ahead, put the Dark Tyranno on top, pass turn. Didn't mean to choke him at 1, but it ended up happening anyways. So he's going to go ahead, draw for turn, promote. And he's going to play the Marcus to set me back to 3. So I'm going to go ahead, draw for turn, bring out the Toy Agumon. Again, Toy Agumon's so good because it lets you draw 1 card if your opponent does not attack you. So I'm going to go ahead, Digivolve, and I waste no time. I'm going to go ahead, Ultimate Flare his board. He knew I had it in hand, so maybe he wanted me to use it, but it was just too good of an opportunity to pass up to get rid of both of his rookies. Because I know his plays, so if I had let those 2 rookies stay on board, he could have warped Digivolved into his Ancient Greymon if he had all the pieces. So he's going to go ahead, Digivolve Flamemon into the breeding area. This Flamemon's really good because it's a 4 cost, so it gets around the Ultimate Flare. Goes into a Agunimon for 2. And then he goes into Agunimon for 3. And then he's going to go ahead and play a second Marcus to put himself at 3. Obviously, when BT7 drops, his red deck is going to get a lot stronger. He's just checking the Toy Agumon because it does have, because he did not attack that turn, I do get the extra draw at the end of his turn. So I think it's busted. Again, I think that's the draw power Black desperately needed. So I'm going to go into Mega Dramon in the raising area, put him to 3, or he's going to go to 3. I really like the Mega Dramon, but I've honestly been thinking about maybe putting Warumanzemon instead for the cheaper Evo. So he's going to raise his Aldemon, and he's thinking he's just going to go ahead and Digivolve up to the Ancient Greymon for 3 costs because he does have the promo Agunimon under that stack. And he's going to swing, I believe, for 4 checks. Tap both Marcus to gain 2 memory. It is a really good play on his part. So he checks all rookies and champions in the security. Very unfortunate. And he just plays the Mono Germon for 2. And we do see he has a delicate plan in hand. And then he's going to go ahead Digivolve. So I raise the Mega Dramon. I'm going to play the Gatsumon, and then I'm going to pass turn by Digivolving up to Craniumon. So now all my blockers are protected from his Atomic Blaster because I did see him put that to the bottom of the deck. So I assume he's playing more copies. And I'm just going to wall up here. He's going to go ahead and draw for turn. Hatches Demimera. Digivolve into Agumon. So I know there's a bit of glare, but yes, that is a Craniumon. Under it, it's the Mega Dramon that gives a level 5. That gives your level 6 a blocker. And a Toy Agumon at the bottom. So he swings at security with the Ancient Greymon. I'm not going to block that. If he does decide, which would be stupid, right? But If he decides to swing with the Dark Tyranno, I would obviously block that. But yeah, he didn't want to lose his Digimon, so he's just going to get the chip damage in, play the Flamemon. He's going to plus off that. So he has his Tamer and his Hybrid. And now he's just thinking here. He might plan to continue going wide. And this is why Ultimate Flare is such a good card, because he has to continue going wide, right? If he wants to get around the blockers. So I'm going to go ahead, Digivolve into Toy Agumon in the breeding area. I do have the Ultimate Flare in hand. But I'm going to go ahead swing with the Craniumon. Right now he's at 13,000 DP. Swings into a Dark Tyranno in security. And I remember here I was thinking, like, do I use the Ultimate Flare or the Omnimon Alter S in my hand? And I decide to do the Omnimon play because it will de-digivolve his Ancient Greymon and it will destroy his whole board, right? The Ultimate Flare would have just killed, it would have left the Dark Tyranno on the field. You know what, now that I think about it, I should have just Ultimate Flared his board. Yeah, I think that would have been the better play. But this this Omnimon does have the Reboot Toy Agumon and the blocker for the Megadramon, which is kind of insane. So that's a 15k blocker. He's gonna go ahead Atomic Inferno on the Agunimon. The Agunimon. That's an Aldemon. That's an Aldemon. So he's gonna swing with Aldemon. And it cut off, the camera died, but I just blocked with the Gatsumon, right? I had to block because I had 0 security. He gained 3 from Atomic Inferno. He Digivolved into Agunimon using one of his Marcuses. And then he's gonna go into Aldemon. We see he has another Ancient Greymon in his hand, so he's gonna Digivolve on top of one of the Aldemons in defense mode. That was really interesting, but I'm guessing he wanted the value. If I do end up deleting, or if I do end up running over the Aldemon, he could just he'll get a free play from his hybrid, right? Which I think I am gonna do that either way because I don't want it on the board. So I'm going to use the Omnimon to run over the Ancient Greymon, and he's gonna go ahead and play a hybrid from his hand, level 4 or lower. So I'm gonna go to Dark Tyranno on top of the Reboot Toy Agumon, and then I'm going to Ultimate Flare his Agunimon, and then I'm going to Ultimate Flare his Aldemon. So yeah, Flamemon, that 4 cost is it's a little annoying getting around the Ultimate Flare. He's gonna Digivolve into Dark Tyrannomon. And if you notice, this game has been going on quite a while. I've been at 0 security for quite a while, mostly because of the blockers. So I just gotta stay ahead of the amount of Digimon he has. Just have to match it. Every Digimon he has, I have to have at least 1 blocker for it. So right now I'm doing pretty well. Again, he's gonna continue playing wide. I think at this time I was running 3 Ultimate Flares in the deck. I do draw 1 because he did not attack that turn. Thank you, George, for reminding me. I was gonna forget that. So I'm gonna go ahead, swing at security with the Omnimon. It sucks that if anything it's winning, but I mean it's working out. But I really wish that was the Volcanomon that gave him security attack +1. Speaking of Volcanomon, I did just hard play 1 for 6 costs, putting him at 3. He's gonna draw for turn. And he could possibly win here. He just needs the Agunimon, right? That way he gets the extra body on board. So I have 3 blockers, he has 3 Digimon. He's gonna play the Flamemon. He does have the red memory boost, so if he sees the Agunimon here, it's game. So reveals top 3 and nothing. So I was sweating. But this is basically last turn. If he doesn't win here, I have enough Digimon on board next turn to pretty much take out a security and attack for game. If you take into account the Sonorizamon in the breeding area. So he passes over turn. He did not see the Agunimon, unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and swing with the Sonorizamon first to dodge the Atomic Blaster. That way the Atomic Blaster doesn't kill 2 Digimon. And then here, from what I saw, he took out the Gaia Forces for the Atomic Blaster, so I can go ahead and just swing freely. We do see Atomic Blaster as the last card of security, but since I did play around it, he only destroyed 1 Digimon. So I take the game, and I was surprised. I don't think I should have won that game because, like I said, I was at 0 security for I don't know what since turn 2. I was like at 1 to 0 security, so it was nuts. But that's the power of black blockers, right? The Craniumon, and since Craniumon gives protection to all your other blockers, very sticky. So he makes me go first. I'm gonna Digivolve Gatsumon in the raising area and then go into Seals Dramon. He's going to Digivolve Flamemon in the breeding area. I do see he has 2 of the promo Agunimons and then the Ancient Greymon. So he can put up massive damage on his next turn. And he has the Flamemon that gives him piercing. So he's going to play the red memory boost, just in case I do choke him to 1. And I'm very happy because the Atomic Blaster is going to the bottom. But I think he's going to take the Agunimon here, because that's what he was missing last game. Alright, so I'm going to promote. I'm going to go into Volcanomon for 3. Did I draw for that? I'll have to look at it again. But I'm going to go straight into Craniumon. Leave him at 4. Now this Craniumon is not powerful enough. He doesn't have enough DP to block the Ancient Greymon if it does come out. So he's going to play the Agumon. And I think right here he's thinking about choking me. Or no. Okay. Goes into Dark Tyranno. Here he's thinking he's going to pop the memory boost. And then he's going to play Marcus to leave me at 2. This Craniumon unfortunately does not have Reboot. He has the Gatsumon as the rookie, which sucks. So I'm going to go ahead and Digivolve into Dark Tyranno in the breeding area. This Dark Tyranno does have the Toyagumon Reboot. I'm just going to go ahead and Omnimon Alteres his board. And I think here I forgot it was the Flamemon that's the 4 cost. So that Flamemon will not die. I hope we fix that. Oh no, wait. Alright, so I Digivolve into Omnimon Alteres, and that pretty much clears his board. Again, the Omnimon Alteres is... I love the card. I really love the card. You know, Craniumon forces them to play wide to try to get around the Craniumon. And Alteres just cleans up the board. So he's going to go into Agunimon in the raising area and then to Aldemon. And here he's just thinking. He's going to play the Flamemon for 3. And he's going to whiff on that. So heading back to me. Again, I really like watching these replays, especially when it's your own matches, because you get to see the your mistakes. It's a very good learning tool, in my opinion. So go into Volcanomon for 3. And then go into the Craniumon that I added back from Omnimon. So he's just asking how much the Craniumon has DP wise right now. His Aldemon would swing for, I think, 13,000. He's going to go ahead and go into Ancient Greymon for 3 cost. He's going to swing with the Flamemon. I'm definitely not blocking that. It's going to hit a Craniumon in security. And he's going to swing for all the checks at 15,000 DP. Suspend Marcus to gain a memory, putting him to 2. And the first one, unfortunately, is an Omnimon Alterez. And that's a big deal for him because he would have swung for basically my whole security there. But since the Omnimon Alterez was the first check, it ruined his plans and it puts him behind by a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and Digivolve into the best rookie in the deck, the Toy Agumon Reboot. Unsuspend my Omnimon. Then I'm going to go ahead and swing with Omnimon. 2 checks because of the Volcanomon. Again, Volcanomon. Oh man, this is so good. Swing with Craniumon. Hits a Marcus. And I'm going to play the Black Memory Boost. Reveal top 4. And I believe I just add the Champion Dark Tyranno. He's just letting me know that the Craniumon does have reboot, unfortunately. It swings into security. Then he's gonna warp Digivolve when attacking, pay 2 memory for all the security. Hit say Izzy, and I believe they are all black here. Yeah. The only way I'm not gonna get value off that Izzy is if I don't hit the Omnimon, and I only play 2 Omnimon. So he shows me that he does have the Agunimon, but he does not have enough memory, and either way he can't get past the Craniumon. So that's GG, that's game 2. That's a 2-0. He does get me back in the next game, but you guys will have to wait to see. Or depending on how this video goes up in the timeline, you might see this one last. But yeah, next up would be his Hexabloud deck against his Hexabloudmon deck, which is a totally different match. I'll let you guys know right now. But again, 3 matches in total, then I'm doing the deck profile analysis. Make sure to like the video if you like the video. Comment, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. My name is Mr. J. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.